Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video we're going to be discussing Am I the A-hole? Bridezilla edition. Am I the A-hole? Standing my ground and letting a friendship end because of Bridezilla? Well, depends what she's done. Let's find out, shall we? I, 30-year-old female, attended a friend's wedding where my fiancé was a groomsman. The bride and I became close during her wedding planning, talking daily and sharing details. She initially asked me to be a bridesmaid, retracted the offer, asked me again, and then retracted it again. Why are you still friends with this person if she's done that? As the wedding approached, she relied on me for emotional support, particularly about issues with her maid of honor, who was problematic and almost got kicked out. Well, sounds like a disaster already, in my honest opinion. Okay, fast forward to the wedding weekend. For context, the Airbnb to the venue is 1 hour, and the bride's house is in the middle. We all stayed in the Airbnb at the bride's request. She asked me to pick up the wedding cake, which was an hour from the Airbnb, 2 hours from the venue. My God. Why did she just get it delivered? Why is she asking you to do it? I agreed. Later, I was asked to pick up supplies from her house and bring them to the Airbnb, which I also did. While the bridal party was at rehearsal, me and a friend, Kayla, were tasked with setting up a Mamma Mia night for the bride after one bridesmaid ran out of time. Okay. You seem very nice. I don't know why you're doing all this for this person, but anyway. However, although Kayla and I were initially told we were invited, when it started, the maid of honor slammed the door on us, saying it was for bridesmaids only. Who is this bitch? Okay. One bridesmaid, Amanda, started making advances towards my fiancé and another married man, saying she didn't care if they were married. Jamie, another friend, overheard this and told Kayla and me. Well, if anyone started to make advances to someone who I'm with, I would slap that. I'm not kidding. It's just rude and disrespectful. I would hope, obviously, my partner wouldn't reciprocate the advances. But even so, it's just so rude. My God, people, I just want to hit them. Saturday, wedding day. I helped decorate the bridal suite, which another bridesmaid failed to do. Wow, this bridal party is awful. I also steamed 6 groom suits, since I was the only one with a steamer, and they were all horribly wrinkled. The wedding was poorly organised, no non-alcoholic drinks except water, reused unrinsed cups, and insufficient food, dry, cold pasta. Wow. The bride ignored Kayla, Jamie, and me the entire time. After the wedding, Amanda continued to make advances. Why was she ignoring you? God, she sounds like a right Sunday, barbecue. The bride confronted me in the bathroom. I explained everything, but she dismissed it as a miscommunication. When Amanda continued her inappropriate behaviour, I warned the bride I would handle it. Oh, I bet you did. Amanda's advances continued, even spreading her legs in front of the men. Many people, including the groom's family and friends, noticed Amanda's behaviour and asked us about it. Later, Amanda boxed me in when I tried to talk to my fiancé, exaggerating her reaction when I bumped her with my elbow, throwing herself on the couch, spreading her legs in the air while in a dress. Attention-seeking person right here. The bride cracked and started yelling and screaming at everyone. Why was she not yelling at this friend? Who is this person? Who is she? Monday. We'd had enough. The bride was yelling at everyone to clean the Airbnb. Kayla, Jamie, and I decided we were done. Packed up, didn't help, and waited to say goodbye. The bride ignored my attempts to say goodbye and subsequently blocked us on social media. Oh my God, she's so pathetic. I'm sorry, so pathetic. Get over yourself. You are the bride for one day. That does not mean you get to be the rest of the time. My God. I was used and taken advantage of throughout this entire friendship. Yeah, you were, hun. never thanked for everything I did that weekend. My fiancé talked to the groom, and apparently he understands and agrees, but I still haven't gotten an apology from the groom or the bride. In the end, the joke was on me. The groom is a groomsman at my wedding, and we still have to invite her. Am I the a-hole? Well, first of all, no, you don't have to invite her. I'm sorry, you don't. If you don't want her wedding, you don't. Like, I mean, and then if that equals the groomsman not being there, then sorry, then no, you. I understand because there are people pleasers out there. I kind of am one to some extent. As I've gotten older, I don't let people walk over me like I used to. But that really is taking the piss, basically. Okay, let's see what some of the comments say. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. Okay, let's see. I think I am the a-hole because of the drama with the bridesmaid, but I don't think that a friendship should end over that, considering everything else I've done. Well, first of all, you wouldn't be ending the relationship because of what happened with the bridesmaid. You're ending it because of the way the bride treated you. She completely walked over you and disregarded your feelings and ignored you and blocked you on social media. I'm sorry, but that is so petty and childish. Petty can be good sometimes, but in this situation, it's not. She's just being childish. I don't think you're the asshole for that. I even addressed the issue far before taking action myself. I don't know how the bride can still be friends with the maid of honor who did worse for months and can't even take my side when multiple people saw what was happening. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I just feel used and taken advantage of. I think she used the friendship because she knows I make good money and wanted to milk whatever she could out of me. I mean, yeah, I think you're totally right there, and I think she is a bit of an asshole. So, to the comments, let's see what people say. Not the a-hole, but if you don't stand up for yourself, you will be. Actually, you don't have to invite her, and if the groom hasn't apologized either, then he could be removed as well. Yeah, that's very true, I'm sorry. He is such a good friend, then he should be ashamed of what happened. If he isn't, you really want him at your wedding? Yeah. Said it right there. Not the a-hole. Don't give a +1 to the groom. Yeah, better yet, allow it, retract it, allow it again, retract it again. Yeah, do it. That's so petty. I love it. But she did the exact same thing to you. You should so do that back. Oh my god, that'd be brilliant. Please do it. Then lock them out of the wedding venue. Yeah, do it. Why not? That's hilarious. Someone replied to this, you're a mad kind of person. Yeah, definitely. Okay, this is a good one. This is one of those, you are not the a-hole, you are the fool. Yeah, it's hard to say, but yeah, you are. Why on earth did you do all this work for a wedding you weren't even part of? Yep, helping out with a couple of errands. Okay, friends are expected to do that, but you didn't have to say yes to every single request and to do bridesmaid work. Yeah, it's very true. You weren't one when in fact you were fired from being one. Yeah, it's true. The bride chose her bridesmaids. If they didn't step up, why is that your problem? Yeah, so true. Why did you play maid to the groomsmen instead of letting them borrow your steamer and do what they could? Yeah, I mean that's so true. Yeah, oh my god, so true. I like this person and I totally agree with this person. Someone else said, totally agreed with that comment. I would have exited stage left the second the bride rescinded her bridesmaid invitation. So it absolutely boggles my mind that OP stuck around and allowed herself to be treated like this for the entire weekend. Yep. I also cannot get over the Mamma Mia themed party debacle. Imagine being uninvited from a party that is happening in the Airbnb you're staying in. Yeah, I mean, it's so true. Aside from packing up your and leaving, what did you even do in that situation? Hang about awkwardly until the bridal party allowed you back in. I hope the OP takes time to reflect on this and make a promise to herself to never let anybody treat her like crap again. Yes, I mean, I couldn't have said it any better. But overall, I don't think you're the a-hole. I think you should cut ties with this friend because she sounds like an absolute. and uninvite her from your wedding. You don't want someone like that ruining your day. Like, sorry, like, absolutely her. Am I the a-hole for refusing to let my sister wear white to my wedding and kicking her out when she showed up in it? No. That's just my opinion, but I, 27 female, got married 2 weeks ago, and it was supposed to be the happiest day of my life. My sister, 31 female, who I have a complicated relationship with, decided to test me in the worst way possible. How did she test you? Let's find out. We've never been close. She's always tried to one-up me, even during family events. It's exhausting, but I figured she'd at least behave at my wedding. Well, you figured wrong, didn't you? Sorry. Months ago, when I sent out the dress code, I made it very clear no one wears white but me. Yeah, of course. It wasn't negotiable. My sister gave me attitude about it, saying I was being insecure and that no one cares about tradition anymore. No, I'm sorry. Off. I told her that whether or not she agreed, she needed to respect it. Yeah, it's your wedding, of course she needs to respect that. My God. The morning of the wedding, she shows up wearing a floor-length lace white dress. It was practically a bridal gown. Oh, what a My heart dropped, and I straight up asked her what the hell she was thinking. She said, "It's not white, and besides, no one will care." What is wrong with some people? I don't understand it. What is wrong? What is going through people's mind? It's literally, she has to be the centre of attention, clearly. She can't come to grips with that you are going to be the centre of attention, and she is not. I can't believe you. And she's older than you. She's grow up. My God. I told her if she didn't change, she wasn't welcome. She threw a tantrum about how I was ruining her day and stormed off. Are you absolutely kidding me? Seriously. Telling everyone I was being Bridezilla, or some family members told me to let it slide because she's just like that. No. I'm sorry. No, because then you let her get away with all this crap and she thinks she can keep doing it. Sorry, no. But I was done. Yeah, I don't blame you. So I told staff to not let her back in unless she changed. She never came back, and now she's telling everyone I ruined the relationship for good. My parents are mad, saying I should have just ignored her because it's only a dress. But I feel like this was a deliberate choice to sabotage my day. Yeah, it was. My husband agrees with me. Good. But some family is still pissed. Am I the a-hole? No. My God, you are not the a-hole. This little of a sister needs to get the over herself. And, oh my God, I can't, no. Annoys me. And people like that really annoy me. So she can go and get over herself. But let's see what some of the comments say. Not the a-hole. Your sister disrespected your clear dress instructions and showed up in a white gown almost identical to a wedding dress. She was trying to steal the spotlight at your wedding. You were right to uphold your boundaries and not let her ruin your day. Exactly. Ignore the family members who say you should have let it slide. This was your special day and she didn't care. Absolutely agree. OP responds, she had every chance to wear literally anything else, but she chose that dress on purpose. Yeah. Letting it slide would have just given her permission to pull stunts like this at every major event. Some people need to learn the hard way that actions have consequences. Absolutely. You are totally and utterly right. This is a good one. Is your sister the golden child? Just because no one else in the family holds her behaviour to account and has thus enabled her behaviour, it doesn't mean that you have to. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Wearing white to a wedding is incredibly disrespectful. I'd consider going low contact with your sister and all her flying monkeys and enjoy your new married life. Congrats, by the way. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think we have time for one more. Am I the a-hole for getting mad at my mom, sorry, American, and being a bridezilla? Well, it depends what you get mad at her for. Let's see. My fiancé and I, 25 female, are getting married August this year, and my mum has been very involved. My parents have offered to cover the venue and photographer, while fiancé and I cover the rest. That's very nice, I have to say. Yes, that is very nice. Last week we had an appointment for a cake consultation / tasting that my mum wanted to go with us. I was happy to have her join us, and we all went to the appointment. The tasting part went well. Then it was time to decide on the design. I had an idea in mind for what I wanted it to look like. Plus, they had some designs at the bakery that matched some of the styles I liked. The baker started asking questions and I started answering, but then my mom cuts me off and answers the question. Why? Fiance gave me the what the look. Not surprised. I wait until she is done, then let the baker know what I would like. Next question, same thing. I started to answer, but my mom cut me off. I was hoping she would stop, but she kept at it for the next 20 minutes of our appointment. No, it's not your wedding cake consultation / tasting, mother. Absolutely not. I ended up mainly sitting there while my fiance was giving me the sorry look. I'm kind of also a little bit why did your fiance not say anything? But I get it, sometimes maybe it's not his place, but if that was me, I would definitely say something and say, I'm sorry, but this is our wedding, we're making decisions, not you. You're happy to put your input, but at the end of the day, it's our decision, not yours. Sorry. At the end, my mom got up, said thank you, and goes to leave. We get up with her, and I ask my fiance to go with her while I stay behind. After they leave, I turn to the baker and let her know what I wanted. I thanked her and go to the parking lot where my mum and fiance are chatting. After we were driving back, my mum asked what held me up. I answer, and she looked at me puzzled and asked why. We already answered. So I tell her I couldn't get in a word because she kept interrupting me. She denies doing so, then looks at my fiance and he agrees with me. Good, I'm glad he did. She gets mad, tells me I am a bridezilla and she didn't interrupt me. We had an argument where I let her and I told her she should pay more attention to what she was doing. She is pissed at me and saying she is no longer going to be involved, that I am just a bridezilla. Oh my god. She's barely talked to me and my dad is saying I should apologise to my mum because she's done so much for me. Regardless of whether she's done so much for you, if she's done something wrong, why should you have to apologise? She's acting like the child and you're acting like mum. Like, for God's sake. Let's go to see what some of the comments say. Call your bakery back and put a password on your cake design. Oh, yes! My god, that is such a good idea. My goodness. Tell them they must have the password to make any changes. Actually, do this with all your vendors. Otherwise, you will end up having your mum's dream wedding instead of yours. Do not give your mum the password. That is so true. That's a very good idea. My god. You know, if I were in your situation, I'd do that. I would so do that. So we do have an update on this one, which I am quite looking forward to. Yeah. Okay. Update. Thank you all so much for the support. I was able to talk to my dad last night and let him know what happened. He was saying that my mum was fine and she was back to her normal self. When I've spoken to him previously, she had been there and he wanted to be supportive of her. Why, when she's in the wrong? So I asked if I could talk to her. She greeted me like she normally does, and nothing was said about the cake appointment. I didn't bring it up and instead asked if she wanted to send over her ideas to the decorators and centerpieces. The conversation was short, but it was like nothing had gone wrong. But I doubt we will be bringing her to any more cake/food appointments. Yeah. We are sweeping this under the rug for the time being, and I'm hoping for the best. I mean, if that's what you want to do, darling, then go for it. But, you know, she sounds like a bit of a spoiled brat in a way, maybe. I think at some point it should be brought up because you don't know what she could do at the wedding, and you need to set clear boundaries that she cannot pull stuff like this again. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you do like this sort of content, please subscribe to my channel and also give us a thumbs up. Let's get me in the algorithm. And once again, thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye!